Assalamualaikum and good morning to Miss Yati and my fellow classmates. My name is Muhammad Fathul Munir with the metric card number of 4232009411D. For this course CES2313 Teaching of Reading Skills, I'll be presenting on my lesson plan infographic for lesson 101 unit 8 image under the subtopic of installation art. In this topic, both of the main skill and complementary skill will focus on reading skills. For the content standard of this topic, both the main skill and complementary skill will focus on reading 3.1, understand a variety of texts by using a range of appropriate reading strategies to construct meaning. For learning standard of this topic, the main skill will focus on reading 3.1.2, understand specific details and information in extended text on a wide range of familiar topics. While for the complementary skill, it will focus on reading 3.1.3, guess the meaning of unfamiliar words from clues provided by other words and by context on a wide range of familiar topics. For the learning objective of this topic, by the end of the lesson, students will be able to analyze the specific details of different installation art from the reading text into components in pairs. Another learning objective will be students will be able to interpret the unfamiliar words or phrases from the reading text individually. Now we move on to the lesson planning stages. For set induction, the rationale of this is to capture students' attention and engagingly introduce the topic. And for this, the student will have to watch the short video of birds, whales, installation art, and share their opinion on it, like whether they consider this as an installation art or no, and if so, what is the reason for it. They have to justify their reason for it. Moving on to pre-lesson, it is to activate students' prior knowledge regarding the topic. So for this, the students will have to interpret the unfamiliar words or phrases from the reading text to the correct definitions individually by completing the task using Wayground, formerly known as quizzes, after reading the extended text in page 118. Okay, so for this one, the students will be given time to read the extended text, and after that, they will immediately answer the quiz. The quiz will provide clues or the definitions, so they have to guess and write down the word that correctly defines the definitions. Moving on to the lesson delivery, it is to provide students meaningful interaction with the learning standard. So for this, the students will have to analyze the specific details of different installation art mentioned from the extended text given, and they have to break down the specific details into components for each of the installation art. There are three different components here, which is material, space, and purpose, using a brace map model provided. For the post lesson, this is to assess students' comprehension level regarding the topic. And so for this, the students will complete the comprehension question in textbook, page 119, activity C. And after that, the students will discuss the answer with the teacher, and they have to provide the correct answer and justify their answer on why they choose that answer. Now we're moving on to the last part of our lesson today, which is the closure to recap today's lessons. So here, teacher will randomly choose random students to share on what they had learned in today's lesson, starting from the set induction until the closure. So here, the random student will have to describe, okay, what have they learned starting from the set induction, like based on the video, what can they interpret from it, and from the pre-lesson, what have they learned from it, and for the lesson delivery, they will have to describe on how the brace map model helped them to break down the specific details into components. And for the post lesson, it is for It is to actually define how they understand the comprehension questions based on the extended text given. So that's all from me. Thank you and have a good day.